so we can even fish on our own land. And we already been told how to do it. And you know why where did we get the idea? From talking to other people around here. We go to their properties. People got 100 acres. They got like a 1 acre size. Basically, they own little pond, and you stock it with fish 1 year. You stock it with the like the smaller fish, like minnows and stuff.
Right.
Let their population grow for a year, and then the following year you put in the bigger fish that you would want to eat, like your bass and your trout, and so that they can eat. So you let them multiply, so as they eat, as the predator fish eat, the prey fish are still multiplying themselves. Yep. So you give them a year head start over the prey fish. And this is where last time we was out here, me, Sister Benaiah, and Brother Judah's son, Lil Solomon, we was up on this hill and we just ran. We ran down the joint. Yes. And we didn't know that it dropped off so steep at one place, and we just like stepped in mud like all the way up to my damn knees. And I'm 6'4". I'm 6'4", and it was up to my knee. I stepped in like 1.5 feet deep of mud. I'm gonna show y'all the road. We just at the middle of the land. All of this,
like just at the middle. Like we just got to the middle just right now.
All of this is where we would live back here. We would build our homes up here, so when it rained, the runoff would go that way. The crops and stuff would be more to the front in the lower areas of the land. And at the very lowest front, we would have a pond with a runoff on one side. So as the water drains off the land into the pond, it never overflows, because at the other side, it's draining into that stream. That creek we showed y'all.
Oh yeah.
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that creek we showed y'all when we came in?
The one I drank from with the
one he
nice
was drinking
fresh
from?
water.
This will drain into that, so the overrun from the pond will go into the creek, and the natural stuff, whatever kind of waste the fish produce in the water, it's all draining into the creek naturally, so the creek never overflows.
Never overflows.
It's like them fountains that y'all see, that once the water start running, them fountains people be having at weddings and stuff, and the water constantly feeds it. It's a cycle.
And the water with the fish, whatever drains off from the fish pond into that water, it never gets dirty still, because of the filtering of the rocks.
Right.
So the water always stays fresh.
That's right.
Stays fresh.
That's right.
Always.
Yo, just look. I mean, just look.
Everybody take a breath and just look.
We ain't gonna say nothing for 30 seconds. All right, that's about 30 seconds.
and you know what's crazy, y'all? Over to Doc's rear left, we still haven't seen any pink markers yet. So all these little bushes and stuff over here behind them, yeah, all those bushes right there, we still haven't even seen any markers yet. So our land goes back a little further. Right, because on the very other side of that, y'all see that tree line over there? That tree line belongs to our next door neighbor. What I'm telling y'all is, it's out here with freedom and with more self-reliance comes more responsibility. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So we walking towards the very front of the land now, in the road that we rode up. Yeah, so we can just now see the road. Like, yeah. Just now.
Yo, we can just see the street. I don't know if y'all can see the street. Y'all can probably see the street. Y'all see them little yeah, you can see it. You see the telephone
like things.
You see that little stick looking thing. That's the street. That's the electricity pole at the side of the road. Y'all can probably see it if you can make it out, that little gray running. That's the road. You cannot see that from way back where we are. People driving by ain't gonna just
Seed.
You got to know where you going when you come out here. You can ask the brother. It seemed like you drive forever. You just leave the city, and it seemed like you just drive forever.
And then even when you get closer to it, it seems like, oh, are we there yet? No, we're not even there close yet. And then when you pull onto the road to get to the land, as you saw when we pulled in down that little road, it's just like, okay, it looks like the road lasts forever. It's amazing, y'all.
And it's not necessarily an address. We haven't given it an address officially because we don't officially live here. We come out here and visit and we check. And we plan on planting like raspberry bush and stuff like that out here. God willing, if not this season, well, at the end of this season, I believe, going into next season. So now, okay, so it's starting to get clearer into view. Y'all can see that road. That's the road. Excuse me. That's the entrance road right there that we came in on. That dirt road. Right there. So somewhere up in here is where we hoping to put a pond so we can fish. You know, you come out here, you can fish. You can have and big enough to have like a little canoe or a little boat on it, something that's probably about 10 feet deep to swim in. God forbid somebody fall in. Those of us who know how to swim can dive down in there and get them, but God forbid something like that happen. Now it's wetter here because this is the very front of the land where stuff have to run off. I mean, y'all, see the road right there? That's the road that we came in on. The front of our land is all the way.
Yo, just show me real quick.
Huh? Show you?
Like, this, if y'all can see me, this
I don't even know if they can hear you.
far away here is like, look at all this land. Look at all this land.
Brother Donnie was trying to make a point. I don't even know if y'all could hear him. But I'm going to keep the camera on him as he walked toward me so y'all could literally see how far away he was from me. Now, from where we at, you can't see the back of our land because of the drop going towards the valley. You can't even see the back of our land. So if you driving past, you might be able to see a little bit because it's so open. Sight distance is better.
But as far as seeing homes and things like that, you probably wouldn't even be able to see the homes.
That's the road that we had come in on. Right there, everybody. I believe I already showed it, but so what? That's the road that we drove in on when we was at the street and I first turned this camera on. Y'all, I ain't even... Yes, I am. We going all the way to the front. So you see our property. Now you see the stick, right? From that stick running up, it runs into that tree line, and that tree line is all his. But I mean, dog, y'all, if I know that this camera ain't good enough for y'all to really appreciate how much walking me and Brother Donnie doing right now. And we coming up to the front of the land. We walked from the back. We walking all the way to the front so that y'all can see. Yeah, this definitely got to be cut because it's real deep up here. So you know what that's letting me know? That back is draining better than this is because it's not that high at the back half.
Dig a couple stream trenches or whatever, you know what I mean, here and there, running off of either that one up there or just its own. Just start building, start digging a trench out for all this water to run down.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Now with some here, and they covered by that grass. Oh, this is where you watch your boots, Donnie, because they will sink on you. See how wet all this is?
Oh yeah.
This is the original road. We back at the creek. Remember this creek? When I stepped out the car? Now you can see cars. You know what I mean?
Pause for a second if you don't mind. We can take a picture of me drinking some fresh water, man.
Shooting preserve. So you can't be over here, come running up in here with your guns and all of that. So we right back where we started, everybody. Right back where we started. So we walking back along the road, brothers and sisters.
The very long road.
The very long road to the vehicle.
Is that your car up there?
Oh yeah.
All the way down there. That's your car?
I don't even know if that joint gonna get. Oh yeah, y'all see that?
That little silver
Y'all see
thing,
that
that little
speck?
bright thing?
Y'all see that speck way back there? Y'all see that little silver speck? That's my car.
Oh. I think that's your car.
Yeah, that's my car.
All right.
Ain't nobody stole it. We all good.
Exactly. Your alarm didn't go off, did it?
No, alarm didn't go off.
Oh, of course not. And your radio's still gonna be inside the car.
God willing. Unless I see a deer open the door right now, we can't make it up the hill fast enough. See something open the door. we can't make it up that joint fast enough. Like, yo, get away from my damn car. But brothers and sisters, we brought the camera out so you could see. In one aspect, you see us in the inner city, in the urban garden, right in the midst of the neighborhood, right in the midst of the poor side of Buffalo. Us doing a good work in the name of the Most High and in love for one another and for our people.
In the midst
You know what I mean?
of the city.
We eat, try to find the elderly, the single mothers in the neighborhood who they get WIC. In New York State, it's written on your WIC when you go to take it into the store. No organics, this, that, and the third. So you can't buy nothing organic. You got to buy the base stuff. The dialogue they got with General Mills and this, that, and the third. You can't get no organic eggs if you like eggs. The eggs that come from hens and chickens.
Blood and stuff.
That's not fed with antibiotics and steroids, and they run free. Milk from cows that ain't been shot up with growth hormones and steroids. You can't get that stuff on WIC. Those mothers, especially first among us, let's not get it twisted, first among us. Instead of our sisters getting WIC when they pregnant, from our own cows or our own goats getting milk, if they want that kind of milk, as the children are weaned from the breast and the children still want milk, and if we got other stuff, people making milk out of, rice milk and bean milk, so it's a lot of almond milk. It's a lot of different things. Now, this is where we first came on the road, and I showed y'all this is the diversion going up on the flat part of the land that separates it from the wooded part. And there go the hoopty. It's getting closer. And then we walked y'all over here to. This is where y'all seen Brother Donnie first getting his sip on, like them 300. Y'all notice he did it like the 300 men who ran with Gideon. He scooped it in his hand and kept watch.
And kept watch.
He didn't put his
he didn't put my knees down.
He didn't put his face in there like a dog.
Like a dog, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. This is Brother Doc over here. You know what I'm saying?
About to take the
plunge. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You see his hands getting wet. You see his hands getting wet. You see the water in the hands? See the water in the hands? Look at that. Yo, Doc, tell me that's not clean. Tell me that does not taste like fresh water, man.
It tastes as good as distilled water
look at the look on his face.
On the shelves at Wegmans. We buy distilled water and we have distillers in our houses. And that tastes just as good to me as that did. It didn't taste like no tap water.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Amen.
Some of y'all know what y'all thinking. Like, what if a deer done crapped?